Was Lee Corso killing a duck? Do you know how Andrew Bynum hurt his other knee? Have you ever seen an airball layup? Well, all these questions and more will be answered on this episode of Ride the Pine. There was a couple of really good college football games on Saturday, and the one that ESPN College Gameday decided to highlight was the matchup between Stanford and number 2 ranked Oregon. At the end of the pregame show, Lee Corso did his traditional headgear selection, putting on the mascot head of the Oregon Ducks. But this time, Corso also was handed a real duck that was flapping around. Oh, look, and it's all fun and games, and here come the cheerleaders, and watch this duck flap around. Now look, I've never killed a duck, I've never seen a duck be killed, but I would imagine if a duck was about to die, it would look something like this. Oh my God! I'm pretty sure when a duck's head starts doing figure eights, it's having its last moments. No, really, that's pretty up. The most heated rivalry of Saturday was involving the UCLA Bruins and the USC Trojans. Now, the Bruins haven't defeated the Trojans since 2006, and that's exactly what they did on Saturday. Now, I think it's about time that everyone realizes that Lane Kiffin is awful. He's never accomplished anything. Let's go over some of his statistics. Remember, he was a head coach in the NFL for the Oakland Raiders. He was 5-15. Then he was one season at Tennessee. They were 7-6. And in his 3 years at USC so far, they are 25-11, which sounds like a pretty good record, except it took Pete Carroll 6 seasons to get 11 losses.
You mentioned how TJ was playing sort of a deep...
I gotta go.
Now look, I know Lane Kiffin probably doesn't have the salary cap that Pete Carroll had at USC, but they did have the #1 quarterback in the nation in Matt Barkley, and they do have the #1 wide receiver. And being the preseason #1 ranked team in the nation, and being 7-4 thus far, and with a chance of going 7-5, is pretty embarrassing. I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure fingers shouldn't go this way.
Throwing on the run. Incomplete. Good defensive play made by Valdon Cooper, number 30, sophomore from Elberton, Georgia.
I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure this is the most terrible layup attempt I've ever seen.
Picked it!
Andrew Bynum got a lot of heat on the internet for his brand new afro look. I'm calling it the forward fro, that he debuted when the Sixers lost to the Detroit Pistons earlier this week. Now, we defended him here on Ride the Pine because we actually liked the look. We thought it was pretty cool. But I can't defend Andrew Bynum anymore because, he's yet to play for his new team, the 76ers, and they're saying he may be out because of a right knee injury until January. Except word started breaking earlier today that he actually had a setback in his other injured knee, his left knee, because of a bowling incident. Can someone take Mr. Glass and just wrap him in a bubble and tell him, don't move? Maybe if this guy's knee cartilage grew just as well as his afro, he might actually play in a game this season. President Obama? Not impressed. Anyone else thinks he's given this look to Biden about 50,000 times?